live at Eddie Seymour Complex for the Shriners Children Clearwater Classic Invitational on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. I'm Maddox Greenberg. In their first game back to the Invitational since 2019, the 5-2 FAU Owls fell in back-to-back games yesterday to number 1 Texas Tech and number 6 Florida State. The Owls look to get their first win today with their first matchup against number 3 Tennessee Lady Volunteers. The Lady Vols are 7-0 to start the season, having last defeated James Madison 11-0 yesterday. The Lady Vols ended last season 47-17, losing to Arkansas in the SEC quarterfinals and making it to the NCAA tournament, where they lost in the Women's College World Series semifinals to the eventual national champions, the Texas Longhorns. Tennessee is looking to remain undefeated, while FAU is seeking their first victory and snapping their 2-game losing skid. We'll be back for starting lineups and the first serve. I'm Maddox Greenberg, and you're listening to FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. We are back here on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. Maddox Greenberg here in sunny Clearwater, Florida. Hardly any clouds out, so another beautiful day for softball. The FAU Owls are hosting the number 3 team in the country, Tennessee Lady Volunteers. Lineups for both teams. First, for FAU, starting off center fielder Kylie Hammonds, third baseman Jessiana Mora, designated player Lily Holtche, second baseman Destiny Johns, right field Kylie Shelton, catcher McKenna Mulholland, shortstop Lily Lowry, first baseman Madison Insco, and left field Bella Foran. Starting pitcher will be the true freshman Madeline Bird. The starting lineup for Tennessee be center fielder Sophia Knight, right field Gabby Leach, designated player Elsa Morrison, second baseman Ella Dodge, left field Alana Leach, third baseman Emma Clark, first baseman Meredith Barnhart, shortstop Bella Faw, and catcher Jackie Kirkpatrick. Moments away from this match, but FAU fell in the last 2 games in their first time back in the Invitational since 2019. Waiting for the official words on the officials. FAU will be designated away team, so they'll be up first at bat. Pitching for Tennessee will be Maddie Rutan, the junior. To be true freshman versus junior matchup in the bullpen for both programs. The last game Tennessee played was against James Madison last night, in which the Lady Vols won the game 11-0 in 7 innings. First scoring in the top of the 4th inning and have not looked back since. FAU, meanwhile, got swept by Texas Tech, the number 1 in the nation, yesterday. And then last night losing to Florida State, number 6 in the country, 9-5. So FAU has a tough first 3 games in this Invitational, trying to prove that they are one of the best in the country. FAU made it to back-to-back NCAA tournament appearances, preseason American number 1, and this schedule proving to the committee how good this program can be depending on their victories. Now FAU is seeking their first win in Clearwater, while Tennessee is looking to continue moving. Right now Tennessee is 7-0. FAU is 5-2.
Shortstop batting 7th, number 10, Lily Lowry. Batting 8th, the first baseman, number 5, Madison Insco. And batting 9th, playing left field, 27, Bella
It is
Moran.
73 degrees outside. The sun draping over the field here in Clearwater in Field 3.
Now give it up for our home team, the Tennessee Lady Volunteers.
Madeline Bird, the true freshman that will be pitching for FAU. Coming in from Bay Minette, Alabama. Last year, she was all-county each year at Baldwin County High School. She won back-to-back titles with the Birmingham Thunderbolts Kemp in Premier Girls Fast Pitch Travel League. FAU has lost the last 2 games, looking to get back into the win column, led by Jordan Clark in her 4th year with the program. Joined on June 2022, took them to 2 straight regular season titles. Meanwhile, leading Tennessee is Karen Weekly. She was the co-head coach at Tennessee from 2000 to 2021 with her husband, Ralph. She's also a co-head coach at Chattanooga from 1997 to 2001. Tennessee be wearing their white jerseys with orange sleeves, and FAU be wearing all red here in the stadium. Moments away from the first pitch, both teams in their respective huddles talking one last time before starting the game. Kylie Hammonds will be at bat for FAU going against Maddie Rutan. Rutan, the junior pitcher from Columbus, Indiana, in her first year with the program, transferring from Eastern Kentucky. She was the 2024 Atlantic Sun Pitcher of the Year, the 2024 Atlantic Sun Freshman of the Year, and the 2024 First Team All-Sun and All-Sun All-Freshman team. Last season, she had 2.91 ERA, 18-10 record, in 33 appearances, 28 games in which she started in, having 16 complete games and 4 shutouts. This season, her ERA is 3.00, having pitched 2.1 innings, allowing 3 hits, 1 run, and 1 earned run, allowing only 1 home run. The first 3 batters due up for FAU will be Kylie Hammonds, then Jessie Anamora, and finally Lily Holche. Rutan will be pitching right, going against the left-handed batter, Kylie Hammonds. Both coaches speaking to each other before the game starts to be scheduled in the next 2 minutes. FAU opened the season with sweeping in the Paradise Classic, which they hosted last week to open the season, defeating Indiana, Ohio State, Wisconsin, Stonehill, and Delaware. Already an impressive way to open up the season, and having one of the toughest, and playing one of this prestigious Invitational, the Clearwater Invitational, coming back for the first time since 2019. Playing against the first 3 matchups against the top 10 teams, 3 out of the top 10 teams in the nation. It's no easy task. We'll see how the FAU find what they learned from last night, the last first 2 games, how they will respond to what Tennessee has done. We'll be throwing at them and how they will respond to that. Meanwhile, Tennessee, they open up the season in the NFCA Leadoff Classic, also here in Clearwater, defeating BYU in 5 innings, taking down number 21 Liberty, taking out Rutgers, Boston College, and Oregon for heading to the Shriners Invitational, in which they took out number 11 Nebraska, and then, as I said last night, defeating James Madison, who FAU will be seeing tomorrow in their lone game to cap off the Invitational. This will be both programs' 3rd game in the Invitational. Both teams on running. Well, at least Tennessee's defense is running out onto the field with their pitcher, Maddie Rutan, the Eastern Kentucky transfer. Tennessee fans chanting, getting ready for this matchup. And Kylie Hammonds stepping onto the on-deck circle off to our right. Last season, Tennessee, they lost Arkansas in the SEC quarterfinals, then they swept the Knoxville Regional, in which they hosted, going 2-1 in the Knoxville Super Regional against Nebraska before falling to the eventual national champion Texas in the Women's College World Series semifinals. FAU already played the national runner-up and the current #1 team in the nation. And away we are as Kylie Hammonds bow to head onto the bat as her head coach, Jordan Clark, hyping her up. Clark in her 4th year, Weekly also in her 4th year with the programs. Infield for Tennessee, be Barnhart at first base, Dodge at second, Fall at shortstop, and Clark at 3rd. Meanwhile, left field will be Leach. Right field will be her sister, Leach, will be Alana Leach at left field, and Gabby Leach at right field, and center field will be Knight. That's how the infield looks as Kylie Hammond steps up to bat, the senior. yesterday.
Starting in the circle for the lead
Hammonds
balls, 21,
against
Maddie
Florida
Greenberg.
State. 5
And waiting
at-bats,
on
1
the gate,
run, 1 hit, 1 RBI, struck
number
out
9,
once.
Kylie Hammond.
And away we are. And the first pitch will be high for a ball 1. Hammond's back into the batter's box. Batting left. Second pitch is a strike 1. It's be a 1-1 count. Here in the top of the first inning. First game for FAU today. The next game will be at 3 against Missouri. And Hammond sends it down the line drive into the hands of Dodge. It throws over the Barnhart, and that records the first out as Hammonds will be taken out. Now Jessiana Mora, the third baseman, second on the batting order, steps at the bat, batting left. Mora, the senior third baseman from Apopka, Florida. And the fourth pitch is a strike 1 against Mora. Mora is the reigning 2025 American Defensive Player of the Year, and she was named to the 2025 second team All-Conference. And strike number 2 for Mora. And low in the ground for Rutan for a ball 1 for Mora. Rutan with the windup. And Mora hits a high into the air. That goes up to the right field, goes past the stands off to the right side, and that'll be a foul 1. So count remains of 1-2 for Mora. Mora already has eclipsed 100 career RBIs, career runs, and career hits. Rutan looks at her wrist for the call with the windup. And the hit down to the ground, going to foul territory off the right side. Count remains 1-2. Moore has a high into the air, but being an infield and easily caught by Dodge. Between the first and second base. So that records the second out. Lily Holche, the transfer from Arizona State, the sophomore designated player. At bat now, batting right. On deck is Destiny Johns. Holche, first pitch against her is a strike 1, the 10th pitch by Rutan. Against Texas Tech, FAU struggled offensively through most of the first few innings before finally getting onto base. And hit high into the air that goes behind home plate in foul territory. Foul 1, strike 2. 0-2 count. Base is empty. Holche already the third batter in the batting order. It's low in the dirt for ball 1, strike 2. Rutan with the windup and upstairs. 2-2 count. Holche last night, 4 at-bats, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, 1 strikeout against Florida State in their 5-9 loss. Low in the dirt again, another pitch for a ball 3. We have full count. Rutan in the circle with a windup. And hits behind the home plate in the backstop. Count remains 3-2 at full. And Holche takes practice swing, now gets back into the right batter's box. And Holche is high all the way into the left center field, and that records a third out. So 3 up, 3 down for the Tennessee defense in the top of the first inning as we head into the bottom of the first, in which it will be FAU's defense matching against Tennessee's offense. In the batting order for Tennessee will be Sophia Knight, then Gabby Leach, and then Elsa Morrison when we return here on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. We're back here on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. Maddox Greenberg here. And to the bottom of the first inning between FAU and number 3 Tennessee Lady Vols, as FAU's defense now on the field against Tennessee's offense. Sophia Knight, the center fielder, transferred from Boise State, the junior, be at bat, batting left against the true freshman pitcher for FAU, Madeline Bird, the freshman from Bay Minette, Alabama. Waiting for, and now Knight will be at bat.
17, Madeline Bird. And leading off for the Lady Vols, the center fielder, number 2, Sophia
This
Knight.
season, Sophia Knight, 435 batting. I got Bird and hit into foul territory off to the left. So Knight will be heading back to bat. Infield for FAU, Insco at first, Johns at second, Lowry at shortstop, and Moore at third. Infield, Ferran at left field, Hammonds at center field, Shelton at right field. Sophia Knight at bat. Bird with a second pitch, and into the pitch, and ball one is a 1-1 count. Sophia Knight, 2025 NFCA All-Mountain Region first team with Boise State last year. Into the pitch again is Knight. Is a 2-1 count, ball 2. On deck will be Gabby Leach for Tennessee. Bird in the circle with a pitch. And low, ball 3. 3-1 count. Bottom of the first inning. Knight first in the batting order for Tennessee. Bird. And out of the hands of Holtshea, but will be ruled a strike, so we're at full count. And into the pitch is Knight. Into the hands of Mulholland. Tries the throw to first, but Knight already beats her to it. So runner on base for Tennessee in the bottom of the first inning.
Fielder, 55, Gabby
Check
Leach.
that out. That was Lowry. Gabby Leach at bat for Tennessee. The right fielder, her sister Alana, plays left field for Tennessee. Gabby, the junior right fielder from the Woodlands, Texas. Bird in the lineup. Low pitch for a ball one. Leach this season, .368 batting. At first is Knight, and Burr has given an eye on her. She has stolen 6 bases this season, all complete, all successful. Big swing and a miss by Leach, and Knight takes over to steal second, as I mentioned that. So now I got runner and scoring for Tennessee. Now Madeline Burr has a watcher 6, as Knight will be in the scoring position for Leach. No outs on a 1-1 count. Burr with the windup. Low pitch as Knight was looking to steal third. 2-1 count. Leach back in the left batter's box. And prepares a bunt. Knight goes over to steal third. And Holche was juggling the ball in her hand, so couldn't throw over to Morris. Now Knight has successfully stolen 2 bases. Now she's on her way into a great scoring position at third. Bird in the circle. And ball 3. Check that. Strike 2. So we have full count. Upstairs. And she walks Gabby Leach. So I got runners in scoring for Elsa Morrison, who'll be at bat now for Tennessee.
The designated
player,
Elsa
freshman
Morrison.
from Knoxville, Tennessee. She was the number 11 player in the nation, number 2 as catcher, and number 1 from Tennessee per on 3. Now Clark speaking to her infield as having the true freshman in her first game with FAU and giving up, walking the batter, having 2 and scoring. A lot of pressure on the true freshman this top of the first inning, bottom of the first inning. Morrison will be at bat for Tennessee. Morrison with .294 batting this season. Batting right. Runners in the corners. Leach at first, Knight at third. Prepares the bunt is Morrison as Leach attempts to steal second, overthrown by Holche over the head of Lowry at second. With that error, Tennessee will be on the board with Sophia Knight reaching home plate. So Gabby Leach will be in third, another scoring position. Only runner on base. 0-1 count right now for Morrison. The 5'11" batter. And in the middle for a little bit outside for ball one. 1-1 count. Bird looks at her wrist. The right-handed pitcher with a windup. And strike two down the middle. 1-2 count. And Morrison hits it down in the ground, out of the hands of Johns, who intercepted the ball, threw it over to first base in SCO, and records the first out. But not before Gabby Leach makes it to home plate. Now the Vols are up. Now the Lady Vols are up 2-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. In the fourth in the batting order, Ella Dodge, the second baseman from Bradenton, Florida, is at bat now. Redshirted her freshman year with Tennessee. Low in the ground for ball one for Bird. That was her 13th pitch. Check that 17th pitch. Bird with the windup. Upstairs for ball two. 2-0 count. Bases are empty. Lady Vols up 2-0. Bird with the windup. And that was a hammer by Dodge, and a great leaping catch by Kylie Hammonds in front of the net at the warning track. Records the second out. Sports Center top 10 play right there. That's the second out, but the last batter potentially for Madeline Bird to face. Alana Leach, left fielder, the sister of Gabby Leach, who also just scored earlier in this inning. 2 outs, bases empty. Left-handed batter Leach going against the right-handed pitcher Bird. 20th pitcher comes in the middle for a, check that a little bit outside, be a ball one. Great defensive ever made by Shelton. Check that Hammonds. Bird with the windup. Outside to the left, to the right, to ball two. 2-0 count again. The windup again. Low in the ground for a third straight ball. Bird struggling a bit in this first frame. Bird pitches low in the dirt. Ruling it a ball, and so Leach 4-0 walked to first base. Sixth batter in the batting order, Emma Clark, be at bat, the third baseman, as Clark will be making, believe, a pitching change. Yes, as freshman Madeline Bird, after her first frame, taking out applause from the crowd. And Madison Ainsko moving from first to pitching for FAU. Should be getting them in some warm-ups. We'll be taking a short break here on FAU Apple Radio on YouTube. We're back here on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. Maddox, Greenberg here at the bottom of the first inning. Freshman pitcher Madeline Bird subbed out for the first baseman, Madison Insco. Moving to her position at first is Lily Lowry. Johns at second base. And McKella Mulholland be going to shortstop now. Mora stays at third. Batting for Tennessee, 6 on the batting order, is the sophomore third baseman from Cleveland, North Carolina, Emma Clark.
Now catching 13, Sophia Camacho.
And a new catcher coming in as well, Sophia Camacho. Summoned in for Lily Holche. So Holche will be out as catcher. Insco moving to pitcher. And McKenna Mullen coming in as shortstop. In the middle for a check that outside a little bit for a ball 1. First pitch by Insco against Clark. Clark, .278 batting this season. Her 19th at bat. Low in the dirt again by Insco. 2-0 count. 2 outs in this bottom of the first inning, including an incredible leaping catch in center field by Kylie Hammonds. But Tennessee still leads 2-0. Strike 1, so 2-1 count. Insco, right-handed pitcher over the windup against a right-handed batter. Ball 3, so it's a 3-1 count. Insco upstairs and another 4-0 walk. Check out another walk by an FAU pitcher. So still 2 outs. Runner on first and second as Leach will be at second.
First baseman, number 5, Meredith Barnhart.
Leach be at second. Clark at first. 7th in the batting order. Meredith Barnhart, the freshman first baseman, batting left at bat. Strike 1. Both Clark and Alana Leach both have stolen at least a base this season, so Insco will have to be aware of that, particularly for Leach, who is in second and scoring high in the air after the left side, just beyond the Tennessee bullpen. Check that dugout. So we foul 1, strike 2, 0-2 count. Let's go to the windup upstairs for ball 1. Insco, and hit behind home, play into the backstop. Count remains 1-2 as that was a foul ball. Still runners on first and second. Runner in scoring is Alana Leach. Bottom of the first inning, 2 outs already. Lady Vols lead 2-0 against FAU. Low for 2-2 count. Let's go with the windup low in the dirt for a full count. Another full count by this FAU bullpen. Let's go. Wind up. Hit high in the air by Barnhart. Goes on top of the Tennessee dugout. Moore was trying to attempt to get to record in the final out. She couldn't, so count rains out full. 2 out, 2 on base in the first and second. And the Lady Vols up 2-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Let's go. Hit high in the air by Barnhart. That'll be caught in shallow center field by none other than Kylie Hammonds herself. Third and final out. That ends a rocky bottom of the first inning for FAU's defense. Lady Vols lead 2-0 as we head to the top of the second inning. Due up for FAU be number 4, fourth on the batting order, Destiny Johns. 5th, Kylie Shelton. 6th, McKellen Mulholland. We'll be back here on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. We're back here on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. Maddox Greenberg here at the Shriners Children's Clearwater Invitational in Clearwater, Florida, as FAU plays against number 3 Tennessee Lady Vols. Top of the second inning, the Lady Vols lead 2-0 over FAU. At bat is going to be Destiny Johns against the pitcher Maddie Rutan. The last inning, Rutan faced 3 batters, took out 3 batters, preventing any from getting on base. Meanwhile, FAU already made a pitching change in the bottom of the first inning. So Destiny Johns at bat. The sophomore second baseman hit behind home plate for the first bat. Foul 1 strike, 1-0-1 count. Destiny Johns, sophomore second baseman from Groveland, Florida. 2025 All-American All-Conference freshman team. Had a great freshman campaign. Second pitch by Rutan in this inning as a strike. This will be a 0-2 count. Rutan with a 2.10 ERA. Ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Left-hand batter, Johns. Another ball by Rutan, 2-2 count. Rutan. Johns over the head of Ella Dodge at second base, and she reaches first. Johns gets the bat for the first time for FAU today. Kylie Shelton. The right fielder be at bat. Shelton, a junior right fielder from Lexington, South Carolina, a transfer from Colgate. Hits a high into the air. That'll be caught in shallow center field in the hands by number 12, Bella FAU. Records the first out. John stays at first, though, as McKenna Mulholland comes in now for FAU. Mulholland batting right. It's a right-handed pitcher, Rutan. Rutan with the windup. And the strike one by Mulholland. Upstairs. 1-1 count. On deck for FAU is Lily Lowry. Mulholland, shortstop batting. Runner on base at first. It's Johns. High into, that'll be caught as shallow left field, and does so by Alana Leach. So the second out, and Tennessee's defense looking really strong. Now Lily Lowry, the freshman first baseman, originally started as shortstop, will be at bat. The 26th pitch by Rutan is a ball one. Low in the dirt and hits her on the foot. So a hit by pitch, and Lowry gets the first as Johns advances to second. So on 2 outs, a hit by pitch results in now 2 runners on base, 1 in scoring position.
Number 5, Madison Insko.
Madison Insko started off as the first baseman. Now the pitcher is at bat. Low pitch. And Tennessee takes a timeout. Speak to the infield. Due up for FAU being on the bottom of the batting order will be Bella Foran. If Insko gets on base, she has a runner in scoring with Johns at second. And a quick talk with the pitching coach to the pitcher, Maddie Rutan for Tennessee. And the runners return to base, and Insko returns to the right batter's box. Rutan with the windup. In the middle. Ball 2, a little bit of a low pitch. And in the middle for a strike one that ends the 2-0 count. It's a 2-1 count now. Rutan on her 31st pitch now. And in the middle for a strike 2. 2-2 count. Rutan with the windup. And Insko hits it down to the dirt. Into the hands of FAU. Throws over the second base. Dodge. Throws across over the catcher, Kirkpatrick. And tagged by Clark to Johns, who's trying to get home. The top of the second inning will end for FAU scoreless still. So we head to the bottom of the second inning with Tennessee's offense at play. Maddie Rutan, the pitcher, then Bella Fall, then returning to the top of the batting order will be Sophia Knight. We'll be back here on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. We're back here on FAU Owl Radio on YouTube. Maddox, Greenberg here. In the bottom of the second inning, FAU scoreless offensively, now trying to prevent Tennessee from advancing and getting any more runs than they do have now. Tennessee leads the game 2-0 here at the bottom of the second. Madison Insco pitching for FAU and going against the pitcher, Maddie Rutan. As Rutan's about to head over to right batter's box. Now here comes Rutan, the junior pitcher from Eastern Kentucky in her first year with Tennessee. Insco for her 14th pitch. Strike one, down the middle. Batting. Last season had career best in runs and hits with 15 runs. outs. And top of the batting order for Sophia Knight.
Back to the top of the Tennessee lineup, and the center fielder, number 2, Sophia Knight.
Great defensive play made by FAU. Insco with the windup. Preparing the bunt was Fall. Check that was Knight. or low pitch by Insco for a count. For Matt.
fielder.
looking to
27.
keep in this in the the middle. Strike one, 2 earned runs and walking 2 batters. Tennessee.